Alright, and welcome to our first ever edition of Geometry is for Squares, where we attempt to cultivate a culture of nerd swag by looking at all the latest and greatest and coolest aspects of this mathematics we call geometry. This edition is just going to be a little introductory edition to try to get you used to this sort of new way of doing things. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to flip the classroom, and you may have heard of this before, but if you've ever struggled with homework or problems or doing things at home and you thought, oh, I just wish the teacher was here, or I could ask someone for help, and if you've ever gotten bored in class by just filling in little boxes and, looking at the notes and things like that, we're going to switch that around. So we're going to let you fill in boxes and copy notes and do that stuff at home, and then do all of your practice problems in class. So the good thing is, no more homework problems. So we're going to start off looking at, just a basic, what would a lesson look like? And right now, you guys just finished going over Chapter 6. So if we were looking at Lesson 6-7, we could take a look at the notes on the screen here, just as you normally would in class, and we could talk about the mid-segment of a trapezoid, and, we would discuss, I would walk you through, okay, how do we determine the mid-segment of the trapezoid, and we can reveal that it's going to be parallel to the bases, and also the second part of that is that the length of the midsegment of a trapezoid is half the sum of the length of the bases. So we could point out that sort of information. You guys can jot down definitions, we can look at that, and then as you're watching this video, you can be filling in your workbook, filling in the little boxes, getting all the notes taken care of. That way, we're not stopping class to wait for people who, might write a little more slowly than others, or if you get hung up on something, you can pause the video and finish copying the notes. You can rewind and go back, and you can do all of that at your own pace. So, the people that want to go fast can go fast. The people that want to slow down and take it bit by bit can really slow down without having to affect anyone else. So you will still get full explanations of everything. So as we go through a lesson, I will continue to demonstrate and show. Notice how I can move my cursor around the screen here to point things out. I can again reveal the answers bit by bit as we go along, and you'll have full explanations that you can listen to and work through at your own pace. I also might do crazy things like make arrows pop up out of nowhere, or change pictures, or show text, or all kinds of crazy stuff. So it should be fairly interactive, and I think it will help a lot of you that maybe struggle a little more when it comes to executing. So for all those people that think they understand what's going on in class, but then they go to do practice problems at home, and they come in the next day and say, I didn't know how to do it. Well, we're going to nip that in the bud, and we're just going to have you do notes at home, and then you can come into class, and we can do all the practice problems together. So if you have questions, we can just work right through them without having to wait until the next day to come in and get help with that. So hopefully this will be a good switch, and maybe just to try something a little bit different. And I really think you guys will enjoy this, and maybe it'll make learning geometry a lot more easy. So for now, that'll be it, and we'll start with lessons as we get into Chapter 7.